Today we're here with Coach Guy Silva, JV, and welcome.
Thanks, Ken.
First question for you today is, what do you think about the Saints program and the new training that's been going on in the off season?
Well, I think our program right now is in a good spot. We have a lot of great players coming up through the younger divisions and some great players in the varsity divisions, so a lot of talent right now. And I think those extra training programs in the summer and off season just provide opportunity for kids to get into the gym and get lots of touches. Basketball's a game where you need to play all the time in order to get better. So I think just having that opportunity, and hopefully the kids take advantage of those opportunities to get better.
All right. Sticking to the program, where would you see the basketball program in maybe like 4 years?
I see us being, a top 5 program in the province. I think within the next few years, actually, we have the talent to compete with the best teams in the province. We got a good coaching staff. A lot of young guys coming up. So I see us being one of kind of the preeminent programs in the province, kind of returning to where we were a while back.
What made you come back after a couple years off?
I just missed being around the team and the process of being something bigger than yourself. I think when you're part of a basketball team, you can have a shared kind of goal, common vision amongst the guys, and I just miss that. Being a sense of some of that team. I've always been around basketball as a player and a coach, and yeah, I just like the process. I like the challenge, the week to week, game to game, competition, trying to get better every day, and just watching guys build up and watching the team really gel and come together.
So sticking with the team, I'm just wondering, have you guys this year with your new members of the JV roster, have you guys talked at all about the goals for this season?
Yeah, so every year at the beginning of the season, once we kind of get in and had a couple games and guys can kind of get to know each other and practice and get to know me, we come together as a team and we set team goals. So this year, almost every year I've coached, our goal is always to win the independent league. You win the independent league, put yourself in a good position for the BCs, obviously. In some leagues, that's the only way you can qualify for the BCs. So I think that's our number one goal. And I think, our other goals, we try to stay away from the wins and the losses. Everybody wants to win the title. I think every team, has that same common goal. So we try to focus on what we need to do to be a successful team. And so for us, one of our goals is to keep teams under 55 points. The kids feel that, by keeping teams low. And then the other goal is to establish our Saints as one of the top defensive and toughest teams in the province, so that, when teams are going to play us and know us, they know how tough they're going to be in for a battle. They know that we're going to play hard and disciplined.
Last question I'd have for the players, just any players maybe coming into grade 10 wanting a spot on that JV team, what would you have to recommend for them? What do you look for in players?
Well, obviously talent. Guys who are athletic and can play basketball and score are talented. Obviously, they get a better look. But I think what I'm looking for in terms of intangibles, and I'm looking for the best possible team. So not necessarily the 12, 13, whatever best players, but the guys who can really bring something. So that's hard work. That's being a good teammate, being supportive, pushing the other guys. Just being a good guy in the locker room, and those little things. But I think if there's one trait, I think hard work and just being a good person. Those intangibles really make a difference on making a team, because as you need the guys at the bottom really to push the starters to make them better, and you need that sense of competition every day in practice, whether you're playing or not. You need guys who are going to always bring it and always compete.
All right, well, there you guys have it. First segment of the video.
Never get caught telling a basketball player all of the other things that matter so much more. Never get caught telling him that it's simply just a sport. His mind might recognize the truth of your statement, but his soul would be impotent to take it. In fact, the best thing about being a basketball player is a realization of an amazing sensation that endures through whatever endeavors they may face. A sensation that is bulletproof to the measure of time. The best thing about being a basketball player is the crazy crowds that they get to embrace while rediscovering that very same sensation whenever they get to grip the ball. The best thing about being a basketball player is that not many other pursuits can spark such wonderment. And considering all the immeasurable hours it gives to the sport, the best thing about being a basketball player is that outright passion yields the epitome of reward. For basketball players at St. George's, the game is a collection of connections that brings every single individual together. This season possesses high hopes for all teams at the school, as the varsity team looks to compete for the Quad A provincial title. For all the other teams of age groups below them, they begin their quest to eventually become a part of the senior team at St. George's. Win or lose, the best thing about being a basketball player is embracing feelings at the end of a game, whether it be sheer excitement or ultimate disappointment. Win or lose, ordinary students at St. George's will always support their fellow peers as they embrace the journey of basketball just as much as the players. Win or lose, we will always know one thing. Basketball at St. George's is not just a game that consists of 5 players on each team with one common goal of scoring, but rather an activity that brings the entire school community together.